Hello and welcome in another video. Today we're producing a guide for some of you that were asking us through Discord or Kickstarter or Dragonfly pages, how do we fit all the cards in the Witcher Old World Big Box Edition. And today we'd like to show you exactly how we do that, how we split the cards. Of course, all of them are sleeved, so let's jump into the video so we can showcase you how we do it. And here we have all 1088 cards laid out here. I must say it looks really impressive, really beautiful if I say so myself, but that's not the point of this video. Today we're here to show you how you fit all of those inside the big box insert. So without further ado, let me show you guys how we do it. Okay, first of all, we're starting with this compartment of the big box. It will fit all the legendary hunt monsters as well as monster cards from Monster Trail expansion. So how do we do it? We of course take those cards, and here we have not only monsters from the legendary hunt, but also help cards for the Wild Hunt expansion, as well as a help card for the legendary hunt. So we put them together and we put them inside this slot to the left or to the right in this compartment of the big box for the rest of the cards. Okay, then we take the cards from the Monster Trail expansion, and again, since they're much bigger than the usual ones, and they're actually the same size as the legendary hunt ones, we put them over here and they all fit sleeved. There are no bumps or anything. They fit here sleeved as well. And the next cards we're gonna be packing over here are the cards from the Wild Hunt expansion, but keep in mind it is subject to change. There are pretty similar number of cards in various expansions, so you can I will fit here the cards from the Wild Hunt expansion, but you can fit here, for example, cards from the Mages expansion. And here I would like to present a shout out to our community on Discord, especially user Robert Ozga. He made a complete list how to fit all the cards in the big box. Matter of fact, he's not the only one. Of course, shout out to all of you guys that are sharing your ideas on how to fit all the cards in the big box, how you separate them from others. So here we'll be fitting cards from the Wild Hunt expansion. So we take the exploration cards 1, we stack them on top of exploration cards 2, and therefore we're putting them inside the compartment here. Then we're taking the quest cards from the Wild Hunt expansion, and same as previously, we pack them right next to the exploration cards. Next card we're gonna be packing are the fight cards for generals from the Wild Hunt expansion. Keep in mind they do have the same reverse as the other monster fight cards, so make sure to sort them out if you keep them stacked, and then you split them about evenly, and they can also find their place here, split it on top of the other cards that we've previously packed here. Then we're putting the character trays over here, Witchers and Mages. So that's the end of this compartment when it comes to fitting all the cards. As you can see, all the players' cards fit. There are no bumps, nothing's off. So that's how we fit this compartment of the big box, and we're moving on to the larger one in a moment. Before we move to the larger big box compartment, there's another type of cards that we can fit in before getting into the second compartment of the big box that fits the rest of the cards, and those are the Mages cards. So when it comes to the cards from the Mages expansion, we use this tray. You simply put your lid off. You take all of those cards, the Mages action cards, you split them again evenly, and you can fit them over here without any problem. If it happens that they're potentially uneven, you can of course take one or two cards from the one pile of cards to another, and we seal them. As you can see, everything is sealed. They are all tightly packed here. So that's how we fit the Mages cards. And moving on to the main dish, I'm gonna show you in a moment how we fit all of the rest of those cards. Okay, we're moving on to this compartment of the big box, and keep in mind that if you guys are watching this boxing video and try to follow along, keep in mind to keep this box in a proper orientation, such as I'm holding it right now, so we can keep it about evenly when we're talking about the spaces to store the cards and everything. So if you guys want to follow along, you're welcome, and just keep in mind to keep it positioned as I'm doing it right now in the video, so we don't get it twisted or anything. Okay, the first big pile, the city exploration cards. I'm just keeping them stacked. Those cards, we don't split anything or none of that. We take them and we put them inside this compartment of the big box. Of course, this will be much easier for you guys. I'm trying to put them inside, as well as showing you guys all the things. So they're all fit here. That's the beginning, and yeah, that's one of those corners is already filled. The next type of cards are gonna be those events or quest cards from the main game. It's important since we are already having one of those from Skellige and previously from the Wild Hounds, so we're referring to those as the cards from the main game. And again, you split them about evenly, more or so, and you put them over here next to the cards we've already put here. Oops. That's how they all fit. So we've got the quest cards, events cards done. Okay, next we take legendary monster fight cards. We take legendary monster movement cards, stack them on top of each other. We take the help cards as well, keep them stacked. Then we take the attribute cards here as well, and we put them over here. Next goes Skellige. We take Dagon cards, we put them on top of the quest cards, as well as the exploration cards for the Skellige. So we keep every card for the Skellige expansion over here in our hands, and we're putting it right beneath the cards that we've put here previously. So we have the whole Skellige expansion fitted into one slot. Okay, when it comes to the next cards, we take the elixirs cards, we put them together with the bomb cards. Then we take our monsters cards, so we put monsters from tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 together, and we add them to the previously created pile. And we're also including the mutagens cards here as well. And we fit them over here. So you guys should have something like that if you guys are following along. But of course, this is just an example. This is how we pack the cards. You can of course do it the way you like, and it's more personalized in your taste. Okay, the next pile of cards are those action cards. As you can see, we have action cards over here, split it into 3 piles. There are your standard action cards, your starting action cards for the Witchers, as well as the special action cards for the Witchers as well, and the special non-unique to the Witcher action cards, and we're about to take those. If you guys are wondering what kind of cards are those, these are the type of cards that do have a advanced description in the form of a text right here. So we take all of those cards and we take them and fit them over here, filling out this slot. Next, we're also taking the action cards, but now the standard ones. So without any text on them, and we're putting them over here in this compartment. So you have the special action cards and your standard action cards right next to each other. Next, we're taking the wilds cards, and since there are a lot of them, and we're counting here of course the standard as well as the adventure pack, so we take those cards and we fit them right here in that spot. So we have all the wild cards fitted inside our big box. Okay, there's less and less cards. We now take the monster cards, the standard monster fight cards, as well as the extra fight cards from the Monster Trail expansion, and we add them over here where we previously put attribute cards as well as the legendary monster fight and movement cards, and we simply add them. And we simply add them to our slot here. As you can see, everything fits without any problem. So yeah, there's very little cards left, and hopefully things are getting clearer right now when it comes to the how to pack your cards in a big box. As you can see, we have last 3 piles left, as well as some cards over here. So we take, these are starting Witcher cards. So we have them we are sorting them out, such as whenever you start a new game, you don't have to go through every card and finding the starting cards for the Witcher that you want to play right now. So we're taking those cards out from the action cards, separating them, and we're putting them over here in the last empty compartment of our big box. We're also, as you can see, there's a lot of room here, so we're adding the Mage's trophies here as well as the Witcher trophies to those cards as well. Okay, and the last really small, I can't even call it a pile, it's a last literally 6 cards. These are the Wild Hound Generals as well as the Hounds from the Wild Hounds. You can of course by any means put them inside the previous big box compartment that we have mentioned before in the video. They will all fit there, no worries, but since I've skipped it previously, I can now freely add it to the compartment that we've previously occupied with splitted quest cards. Therefore, I'm keeping them stacked. I'm of course putting them over here, as you can see. Voila, I'm not a French guy, but all the cards here fit. That's how we do it. You of course have to split some of them, since we do not have a dedicated space for each and every type of card, but we do think if you organize your big box cards in such a manner, you won't have much trouble, if any, by starting a new gameplay and finding the right cards you want to use, whether from this or that expansion, or for the starting hand for this or that Witcher or Mage. So in a summary, that's how we do it. Everything here fits. So shout out to all the community fans that are constantly trying to spill their love for the Witcher Old World whenever they can. And that's one of the ways you guys do it. Sharing your content, sharing your fan-made content, such as this specific card organization. So once again, shout out to you guys, our beloved community. So yeah, that's all. Don't forget to leave a rating or Board Game Geek if you guys are enjoying The Witcher. Let us know, of course, through Discord, Kickstarter, Zagram w to, or any other social media platform, your feedback when it comes to The Witcher. Let your voice be heard, and we're of course listening to you, our beloved community. So once again, it would mean a world to us if you could leave a rating on Board Game Geek for The Witcher Old World. And that's all in this video. The cards are packed, and see you in the next one. Bye.